Hello friends, welcome to your channel If Education and Expert. I am Chef Kumar Verma. Today in this video, we will talk about what is COVID vaccine and how does a COVID vaccine works. Well, first of all, for you to know how does a COVID vaccine works, you have to know what does COVID do when it enters our body. What does it actually do when it enters our body? And when you have this clear that what do COVID do when it enters our body, like you have learned how does COVID vaccine work, like 95% of your learning of how COVID vaccine work is clear. It's clear. So the whole process is to learn, the whole idea is to learn what does COVID do when it enters our body. And if that is clear to you, then you are 100% clear of how does a COVID vaccine work. So today in this video, I will show you how does a COVID vaccine work. Technically, what do COVID do when it enters our body? In short, how does a COVID vaccine works? So today in this video, we will talk about that. And if you like this video, then please like the video, share the video as much as possible to your friends, family, anyone you can share with. Please share with. And friends, you guys are not subscribing to the channel. Like I just have 110 subscribers and it's not moving. Please friends, subscribe to the channel if you like my content. So yeah friends, without wasting any time, let's begin. So first, let's begin with what does COVID do when it enters our body? Well, first of all, as we know, COVID is a virus that is spread from China. The first case was detected was in November and December of 2019 in China, and it spread through the world. And around mid-May and mid-April, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 as a pandemic. Now, how does COVID enter our body? Well, there's two ways for COVID to enter our body. Number one, it can enter through droplets. Like from droplets, it could enter your body. Well, there's only one way for COVID to enter your body. There's one way, but there's one way, which is your face, but there's two different ways that it can come from air and droplet. So when someone sneezes, like when someone coughs, there's 3,000 droplets. 3,000 droplets means the saliva, the drops of saliva is called droplets. So it releases 3,000 salivas. And when someone sneezes, around 40,000 droplets of salivas are released from that person's mouth, whoever sneezed. And it travels, the saliva, the droplets that came out can travel up to 300 kilometers per hour. That's the speed. It can go up to 1 kilometer. So that's why doctors suggest to have a 1 meter distance between the person who sneezed, if you're in a contact with the person who is sneezing. So be sure to make a 1 meter distance between that person and yourself. That will protect you. Then what happened? Then droplets comes on your face. The second thing is that it can drop if someone sneezes or cough, or if you touch a potential area of having COVID-19, or touch a surface of having potential of having COVID-19. Then at that point, if you touch your face, you are infected of COVID. If the person who sneezed or coughed, having COVID, was infected from COVID, and you are in front of him, like you didn't maintain a 1 meter 6 feet distance, then you are infected with COVID. Or if you touch a potential surface that could have COVID on it, and you touched your face, then at that point of time, you're infected with COVID. Now, when it comes to your face, there's 4 ways for COVID to enter your eyes, nose, and mouth. But mostly COVID goes from nose and mouth. Droplets from mouth, and the air we breathe from. COVID also spreads from the air we breathe. So there's 2 ways for COVID to enter our body, which I explained to you briefly. So now let's see what happened exactly when COVID gets in our body. Well, rather than attacking any place, COVID only attacks the respiratory system. It only attacks the respiratory system because there is a small cell named ACE2 receptor, a small cell named ACE2 receptor. You can see this is ACE2 receptor that is only found in the respiratory area. And as we know, in our respiratory system, there's 2 lungs. Well, everyone knows there's 2 lungs. There's a windpipe that divide into the bronchi, and then in more smaller parts in bronchioles. And at the end, the smaller is alveoli. And that's where that ACE2 receptor is found. And then what COVID do when COVID is in your body, it goes to the alveoli. Alveoli is really flexible than the tiniest part of the organs. And as we know, cell is the tiniest part of the body. The smallest thing in the world is cell. So like that, alveoli is where the oxygen goes through the alveoli. Alveoli is really flexible, really thin, that even oxygen can go through it. And the good thing goes, and oxygen goes to hurt, then the carbon dioxide, the waste of the that goes outside when you exhale. When you inhale, oxygen goes through the alveoli to the heart, and when you breathe out the carbon dioxide from the alveoli, it goes out in the environment. So that's a brief description of what is respiratory system. Then, as you can see, there's an image of COVID-19 up here. As you can see in the image, COVID-19 is a virus. It's a cell. It's a cell. It's a cell, and cell has cell membranes. You know, cell has cell membranes. Like our body have cells, they also have cell membrane. And up on cell membrane, you can see there is a pointy type of things pointing out, the line thing, the point things, as you can see in the image. That is what called spike protein, and this is the main thing. This is the main thing, and the spike protein, you can think of spike protein as a key, as a key, and ACE2 receptor as a lock. One thing I will say, anything cannot enter your cell. Nothing can enter your cell without the permission of cell membrane. Cell membrane, you know, what acts as a wall, acts as a door. So like there's a door, suppose there's a door, and I'm the guard. I'm only letting good things in, I'm not letting bad things in, and I'm throwing bad things out of the cell. So that's only what cell membrane do. Like that, it does not let COVID in. Then how do COVID get into our cell? It gets into our cell from ACE2 receptor. ACE2 receptor, I said, looks like that. So what happened? The spike protein on COVID-19 attaches with the ACE2 receptor. Then the cell thinks this is a good thing. This is a good thing. So let him come in. Then the cell lets COVID-19 come in. Now finally COVID-19 entered your cell. Now it's in the cell. Now what it will do? It will go to your nucleus, which is the center of your cell, which also consists of chromosomes, and in chromosomes use something we find known as deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. And inside of COVID, we find ribonucleic acid. DNA is double helix. You can see that's how our DNA looks like, and that's how our RNA looks like. RNA is a single helix, and DNA is a double helix. DNA is only found in it. And there's a fun fact about DNA. DNA chooses how your face will look like. Will you even have a hand? Will you even have a leg? Will you even have a leg, hair, eye? That's what DNA do. So that's a DNA field. We're not learning about DNA. We are learning about how COVID does in our body. Then what happened that COVID cell says to the cell that make my copy. Stop making your copy. Stop replicating yourself. Now stop replicating yourself. Take my genome code, take my RNA, and start replicating my copies. And you know, now cell cannot do anything. It's in the body. You can think of cell, COVID-19 hijacked cell. So cell have to do what COVID-19 is saying. So that's when the cell starts to start replicating COVID-19, and there's millions of cells being replicated, and there is a capacity of cell. And out of the capacity, when there is millions of COVID-19 cells, the cell explode. And that's when the whole COVID-19 is all in your respiratory system. And that's when you are known as infected. And so this takes time. This is not like a 1 minute thing. This happens and yeah, now you're infected with COVID. This takes time. And the time when COVID enter your body, when the first cell blast, that period of time is 7 to 14 days, and that period of time is called incubation period. That's why at that point of time, no one shows a symptom of COVID-19. You never know a person in front of standing. You never know he have COVID-19 because he might be in his incubation period. That's why doctors suggest to have a 1 meter plus distance. So now what happens when the cell explodes? Well, COVID is now all over your body. Now all over your respiratory system. Now it will try to hijack other cells and try to replicate itself. At that point, the immune system of our body get activated. So whenever you feel cold, whenever you feel warm, you're like feeling really warm, really cold, at that point of time, you can understand that your immune system is activated and it is fighting the disease. It is fighting the viruses. It is fighting the viruses, making a hostile environment, making a hostile environment, making a really hot environment in your body, really warm to. Because of that, it can kill the viruses. But the nucleus says you cannot kill these. There's millions of them. You cannot kill them anymore. There's millions of them. Get the antibodies. That's where the concept of antibodies come. And antibodies is the working area of advanced immune systems. Then the advanced immune systems get activated. As I show you the spike protein in COVID-19, that's what antibody sticks on the spike protein of the COVID-19. And when the antibodies are connected on the spike protein, then COVID-19 cells cannot work as a lock and key with ACE2 receptor, and it cannot get into the cell. So that's why antibodies are really important. Antibodies are really important. So that's why. So one more question is then, if our advanced immune system makes the antibodies, then why do people die? Well, friends, most people, elderly people, died because of COVID-19 because they are really at an age, they're really elder, the advanced immune system is not much powerful, and it's not like a 1 minute thing to make antibodies. It's not like that. It takes a lot of time to make for advanced immune systems to make the antibodies. So in young people, it goes really quickly, the process is really quickly, but in elder people, it does not. So that's why. So that's the one reason. And if you understand my whole lecture right now, if you're watching from that point of time when I started to explain what does COVID do when it enters our body till right now, if you understand anything, then congratulations, then you understand that how does a vaccine work. That's exactly, friends, what a vaccine do. Vaccines give the information to the advanced immune systems and give more powerful process. Do this, and you can make antibodies really quickly. That's exactly what vaccines do. And most of the vaccines are based on mRNA, which is messenger ribonucleic acid messenger RNA. Most of the vaccines are based on this, meaning giving the information that advanced immune systems need to make antibodies really quickly. That's what most vaccines do. So yeah, friends, I hope you like how does a vaccine works. In short, I explained you, well, the title of the video is how does a vaccine work, but mostly I told you what do COVID do when it enters our body. So yeah, friends, I hope you like this video. If you do, then please press the like button and share this information with all of your friends and family members. So yeah, friends, that's it for today. Thank you for watching our video. I hope you liked our video. If you do, then please press the like button, share this video, subscribe our channel. As at the starting of the video, I said I don't have much subscribers are not growing. I could just have 110 and that's it. No, but it's not even growing. So please, friends, subscribe our channel, and I hope you like this video. So yeah, friends, that's it for today. Thank you for watching our video. Stay safe, be healthy, see you as soon as possible. So thank you so much. Bye. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Bye, friends.